Welcome to the official first day of C102. So today is going to be looking a little bit different than the rest of our semester in that we're going to do a syllabus day and a day to let you guys get acquainted with the format of the course and how the Canvas page is set up. So starting out, this is just our intro slide talking about this is elementary chemistry 2 or C102. We're going to be talking about organic and biochemistry in this course. And if you haven't had a chance yet to look at the home screen or the home page of our Canvas class, then go ahead and work on doing that. You can watch this video first and then go look at that. But that page, as well as the syllabus, has all of the information you guys will need to feel comfortable and get acquainted with the class. Additionally, I would like to introduce myself. In case you haven't seen that, I am Allison Lambright, or I go by Allie or Miss Lambright. I am a graduate student here at IU finishing up my PhD in organic chemistry. And additionally, our AI for this class is Karen Noguera. She's a second year biochemist, also a graduate student here at IU. So this course is C102, Elementary Chemistry 2. It is a lecture course for non-chemistry majors. So if you're watching this video right now and you are a chemistry major, shoot me an email and we can get you on the right track into the course you really need. This class typically is taken alongside C122, which is the lab course associated. However, that is an independent class. That is not the same course as this. Lastly, this is the terminal course for the natural science and mathematics distribution requirements. And this has a prerequisite course of C101. So for our course, we're actually going to be doing it a little bit different than what you guys probably expected based off of what the course description says on the registrar. Our lectures will be asynchronous online. So each lecture day, you will have a page with a variety of videos, typically 10 minutes or less, on different topics that we'll be talking about that day. You can watch those videos whenever you would like, given that you will have homework assignments on those videos, so make sure that you watch them in time to do your homework, but we'll talk about that in a minute. But you guys can watch as many or as few of the lecture videos at a time as you want. So if you're the type of person that it's really hard to look at a screen, go ahead and watch one video, understand the concept, take a break from the screen, maybe go to a textbook or another class and work on that, and then come back. If you're more like me, you like working in maybe longer chunks, you could watch all of the videos back to back to back and get through with all of your lecture for that day. Our discussion section is on Mondays from 5:30 to 6:20 p.m. It will be on Zoom, and I'll have more information on that in a little bit, a couple slides later from now. That will be led by our AI, Karen. And then lastly, the office hours for this class. The reason that we had a synchronous schedule on our course registrar or on the registrar is that time associated with the class, 10 a.m. to technically 10:50, are going to be when my office hours are. They will be held on Zoom. The reason for this is so that I know for a fact all of you are able to attend those office hours and to be able to ask for one-on-one help if you need it. And then additionally, Karen's office hours are going to be on Thursdays from 2 to 3, also on Zoom. And you'll be able to find those Zoom links on the homepage of the Canvas website. So as I was just talking a little bit a minute ago, our lectures are going to be uploaded into smaller lecture videos on Canvas by topic. Each day you'll be responsible for watching those videos and practicing the concepts on your own. After the lecture period is one class after the lecture is posted, a small homework problem set will be due on mastering chemistry. So this is an online homework program, and I'll talk about that a little bit more later. So the resource for this class is going to be this chemistry textbook by Timberlake. It's the 13th edition from 2017. This book is an ebook that is automatically on your Canvas page. So when you registered for this course, the bursar automatically charges you, I think it's $48 and something cents for the textbook and the online homework system. So there's instructions in your Getting Started module on how to access this. But a little quick summary is in your Canvas page, there's a tab on the side that says My Lab and Mastering. And if you click on that, it will take you to a link to open up the Pearson website for this chemistry textbook. After you guys register, it should take you straight there. And then there's a tab on the side that says ebook, and that's how you can access your textbook. If you like to have hardbound copies, that is absolutely fine. Then you guys can purchase yourself a hardbound copy. And I would even suggest to purchase a previous edition to save a little bit of money. However, the current edition, you guys will all have access to on Canvas. Other resources that you guys will be using are the lecture notes that I will provide for you, our Canvas website, which hopefully you guys have already found by now, and our Mastering Chemistry homework. So it's access to the same thing, same place that your textbook is. Everyone's favorite part in syllabus day is talking about our grading, or what exactly we're going to have as our grades in the course. So we will have 4 different sections to this course. You'll have your online homework, which is worth 20% of your grade, surveys and practice exams, which are worth 10% of your grade, quizzes, which are 20%, and then exams, which are half of your grade. So online homework, we'll have a little bit of discussion about each one of these. Online homework, again, is on that Mastering Chemistry website that you access through Canvas. And just for you guys' knowledge, you are not going to get penalized for using hints in that program. So you are absolutely welcome to use those hints. The surveys and practice exams are both going to be completion grades. So as long as you complete them, you will get full credit for those. Complete them on time, you will get full credit for those. Quizzes are going to be held during discussion sections. You will have 10 quizzes, and because I understand that sometimes you either don't really get a concept or maybe you aren't able to attend discussion one day, your lowest 3 quiz grades will be dropped. And you can see the syllabus for the dates for all of those quizzes. And then lastly, we will have our exams. There will be 3 class exams during the semester, and then 1 cumulative final exam. This is going to be weighted as much as 2 exams. So each regular exam is going to be 100 points. The cumulative final exam will be 200 points. You will, at the end of the semester, you will get to drop your lowest exam grade or half of your final exam grade, whichever one is lower. So your lowest 100 points you will get to drop at the very end. This is also a little bit of a reminder that you are responsible for reading and understanding the syllabus. There's more information on grading in the syllabus. Okay, so starting off with homework. As I said, all of our homework is through Mastering Chemistry, which you can find on the My Lab and Mastering tab in Canvas. So each lecture, you will have a short homework assignment to check your knowledge. Hopefully this will take you no more than 30 minutes. These will be due by midnight at the next lecture day. So for example, on Friday, you will have a lecture with material, and there will be a homework associated with that lecture. The homework is then due on Monday night by midnight. Then on Monday during the day, you'll have more lecture material that you're responsible for, and Wednesday by midnight, your homework will be due. Additionally, the content should be posted at least a few days in advance, so you should have over a week to have to complete all of these homework assignments. Each week, we're going to have a little survey. These are, the purpose of these is for a reflection piece for you guys to reflect on how you feel like you're keeping up or what you're understanding, what you're not understanding. And then it's also for me to be able to understand how you guys are doing in the course and be able to respond and maybe even change how we do things in order to help you guys learn the material better. Those are due by midnight, the date that they are listed. And I really hope that you guys take this seriously and can complete the survey fully and honestly. The more information you guys give me, the more I can modify the course to help you guys out. And additionally, those surveys really shouldn't take more than 5 or 10 minutes to complete. They should be very short. And as they are completion grade, it'll be very easy for you guys to just finish up and complete and get good points for the class. So our discussion sections, again, they're going to be led by Karen. Attendance is mandatory. So with the caveat of that, the caveat for that is that if something happens and you know for a fact you will not be able to attend discussion, email me or Karen and we will have an alternate time for you guys to do your discussion and your quizzes. So we'll work that out and have an alternate time for you. Discussion sections will be used as a group quiz time. So the first 15 minutes of class, you'll be working individually on your quiz. It'll be posted on Canvas, and you can either use your iPad or you can use you can print out the quiz and do it that way, however you prefer. But you'll get the first 15 minutes to work on your own. Additionally, Karen, during that first 15 minutes, will do a very, very short review of the concepts, pretty much just outlining, remember, we did this and this and this this past week. So you can choose to listen to that review or you can choose to work on your quiz at that point. The rest of the discussion, so the remaining 35 minutes, you're going to work with randomly assigned groups. Each week, you're going to have a different group so that you can't rely on any specific one person in an assigned group to do all of your answers for you. You get to talk to your groups in breakout rooms and work together on problems, ask each other questions. You are also allowed to ask Karen and I, if I am there, questions. And the only thing we won't tell you is the answer. So you can ask us very specific questions in terms of how would you go about getting to this answer, and we'll be happy to help you. Then you would have until 7 p.m. to scan and upload and turn in your quiz on Canvas. Every person's going to submit their quiz individually. So what this means is if you don't agree with the answer that your group came up with, you are happy and you are welcome to submit your own answer. And the last thing is exams. Each exam is worth 100 points, finals worth 200, and you get to drop half of the exam grade or your lowest exam grade at the end of the course. Our exams are going to be on February 26th, March 26th, and April 16th. You get to choose what time you're going to be able to take the exam. So I will give you guys a 24-hour time period to take this exam. However, you only get 2 hours to complete it. So once you start, you only have 2 hours left. The caveat with this as well is that if you start the exam at 11 o'clock, you have to have submitted it by midnight. It is only available until midnight. So this allows you guys to use whatever or to modify your day in order to allow for that 2-hour time block to take your exams. So if you have work or anything like that, you can take it before work or after work, however you choose. We're going to use the Respondus Lockdown browser. So you'll see information on that on our Canvas page. And then lastly, our exams are going to be open note. However, they will not be open friend. So you may have your notes in front of you, but please do not ask your friends or anybody else for help during those exams. And then lastly, we are the lucky crew that gets to have our final exam on Wednesday the 5th at 7:45 in the morning. So that final exam will have a specific time block to take it. You will not get the entire day to take the final exam. The grading scale, so this is a lot of words, to fancy way of saying that this is not going to be graded on a curve, that In order to get an A in the class, you need at least a 90%. I might, at the very end of the semester, no guarantees depending on how everything ends up, I might curve the class up. But what these fancy words mean is that I will not curve the class down. So if your grade at the end of the semester in Canvas is a 91%, then you are guaranteed an A in the course, or an A- in the course. This is our stereotypical please don't cheat statement. Unfortunately, if we catch anybody cheating, you will receive an F star in the class, meaning that it is an F on your resume and on your, not on your resume, but on your transcript, that's the word, and that you cannot remove it. It is shown to anybody who you submit your transcript to that you have a F for academic integrity issues. If you have more questions about that, you can go to the website there as well. Here's what we're going to be covering in this course. We're going to review some Gen Chem, so that's just week one, first two days of class. We'll review our Gen Chem concepts that are the most important to us in continuing on in this class. And then we'll have organic chemistry, which is a study of carbon. We'll study our alkanes, alkenes, and alkynes. We'll study organic compounds with sulfur and oxygen, so other kinds of functional groups. And then we'll also look at carboxylic acids, amides, amines, and esters, so other kinds of functional groups as well. We then will also study biological chemistry or biochemistry, which is the chemistry of life. It's going to start off with amino acids and proteins and enzymes. We'll also study carbohydrates and lipids, nucleic acids such as DNA and RNA, and then also metabolism. At the very end, we will also dive a little bit into viruses and maybe even talk about the coronavirus. Couple of points on how to succeed in this class. Please make sure you read or skim the text before watching the lectures, especially if you notice as you're watching lectures, you get really confused and don't understand what's going on. Giving yourself multiple times of observing the content will help your retention and help your understanding. Number two, which might be the most important, is to keep up. Please do not get lazy and wait until the very last minute to do all of your homework and all of your lecture videos. You will have plenty of time to do it. It will be published with plenty of time. So stay ahead, keep up, especially if you know something's going on in your family or you have a vacation coming up. Hopefully you guys aren't traveling too much with coronavirus. But especially if you have something coming up, please stay on top of everything. And then additionally, if you are staying on top of everything, God forbid that you do get sick, then you will be a little bit more covered and you won't be so behind once you're feeling better. Number three is work as many problems as it takes. So there's a lot of practice problems in your textbook. I am not assigning or I am not grading practice problems in your textbook. So please, please utilize your textbook and those problems so that you can understand the concepts and utilize them. And then lastly, as I just kind of said, do not memorize, but understand the concepts. So there are things that we will have to memorize, but in general, chemistry is so much easier when you understand why the thing you're memorizing happens. So think about understanding the concepts and being able to apply it in new situations, not memorizing exactly what each thing is. Last thing I would just like to mention is please read the syllabus. It has a lot of really great information for you guys in there. And if you have a question for me, I will always take your questions and answer them. But please check the syllabus before you email me because there's a pretty good chance that it'll be in there. Okay, so that is all about our syllabus and our course. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask me. And I will see you guys on Friday.